how am I going to tell this story with my camera? And so, you know, we're all facing that. We all pick up our video camera and we go, okay, here's a guy. Okay, what kind of shots do I need? And I like, you know, you say you have a wide shot. That's nice. You got medium shots. You have tight shots. Those are the three main shots. The eye takes a wide, medium shot, wide, medium, tight. The eye doesn't zoom. The eye doesn't pan across. We can use those, but for purposes of this, we're getting in there. We're getting pretty much static shots. He's not moving, so you know. By the way, I like the fact that you're using a tripod. That's good.
I wouldn't be able to shoot anything without
when you're way back, you kind of need that. I mean, if you're shooting a handheld shot, you would never get it steady here. And then if you tried to zoom in from far away, we all know that whatever movement you have is exaggerated, right? So, do you ever feel comfortable taking the camera off the tripod?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Sometimes, bring it over here. The closer you are, handheld, the steadier you are. I never went to photography school. I mean, all of my photography skills come from being in a situation and going, well, that looks interesting. I like that. Or watching other people's work and saying, how did you get that shot? That is really cool. I want to use that and lock it away. And then they explain. So I'm hoping you guys do that too. I mean, that if you get a really cool shot, somebody walks by and go, ooh, how'd you get that? And you go, oh, okay, I did this, or I did this, or you know, I did this totally by accident. But yeah, that's nice. She's got a really nice face shot of him, which you need. I mean, you can't shoot a story behind somebody's ear. It's not going to work. I mean, you can. That is a shot here, shooting the screen. That's a shot.
Isn't there a 180 rule though that you're not supposed to go around?
Yeah, we'll talk about screen direction in a little bit.
But she can't shoot from this way.
Can't
back.
she? Can't she? If she has control,
That was the one. I mean,
you have control of the situation. You know, listen, would you mind? This table moves, right?
Right.
Am I gonna? I mean, I'm talking to my subject here. Is it okay if we just move this out? I'd like to get a shot from around here. This is a portable table. He can help you move the table out, and then you can get behind. Then you have that shot. Or I've done it before too, where you have somebody, clearly you can't move this, but there's a whiteboard here. He's writing, you know, like this, and you can't get in around. If you have control, you can tell him, you can cheat and say, just, you know, don't write on the board, but just let me get a shot of your face and stand on the board, and let me just get a shot of your face looking at the board, and then you have a shot you can cut to. I mean, I think sometimes, and I see really a lot of it in people who are shooting stories. They don't have time, or they feel like they don't have enough time to get around and get a shot of the guy's face. They're always behind him, following him around, which is an okay shot, but it's not something you want to populate your entire story with. So here, I move the table like this, and then the world opens up to you. But you want to stay over here, because screen direction is what I call it. It's if you have him over here, suddenly he's looking the wrong way. So I call it screen direction. He's looking from left to right, and so I always stay on one side of him. Is all I do. I mean, I'm not gonna come around, because then when you get into editing, it's like, whoa, that doesn't look right because he's looking in the wrong direction. You have kind of nice. You have him here, back here. You got a good macro on that. You kind of set the camera down here, kind of get some nice shots this way. You get more screen. I mean, with a guy sitting in a chair, there's only so many shots you can get of a guy painting, or you know. Another thing you could do, I mean, and you sometimes, you know, this is a guy that works on a computer. You can have him walk into the room. You know, then that you get a little bit more time to explain who he is, and you know, things like that. So. One of the things, I mean, what have we done here? We've sort of taken control, right? We've taken control of this guy. This is our story, and we say, you know, I need to get some shots of you on the computer, but we take it a little step further and say, no, you know, this is my little story here, and I can think in my mind what kind of shots I think would be cool. So we move him around. I mean, you know, we've made an appointment with this guy, and he's here for us, and he's ours for a little while. So I'm going to do what I want to to get my best pictures.